So this is a quick one for women, especially women who are in fields that have to do with human rights. So whether human rights, child's rights, women's rights, people in this field have to very careful, I would say you need discernment. Yeah, you need the Holy Spirit to help you because there is a growing rise in women, a growing rise in women who are out to put down a man, whether a stranger they just met, a partner, that's a husband, a male friend. There's a growing rise in women to put down men through false accusation, false, allegations around sexual abuse. So not just sexual abuse, there's also the one of what is it called? Violence against women. Yes, that's domestic violence. So we having women come out to falsely accuse men who are in their lives or who they just met or who they are friends with, falsely accuse them of everything around sexual offense, from sexual molestation to sexual harassment to even rape. Yes, inappropriate touch, like everything. Like we're having this rise in women, and it's something we must be careful about. I mean, women in this field must be very careful because if I were you, I won't be able to wrap my head around why a woman would want to use me, who is a human rights advocate, a child's rights, women's rights advocate, want to use me to achieve a wicked vendetta, to achieve a mischievous plan against a man, against their husband, against their male friend, against whoever, against even their pastor. I mean, so I am like, we really need to have a discerning spirit. Yes, to be able to differentiate between a story that is real and a one that is fake, a one that is not true, because because there's just been a rise in this thing. I just saw on X, formerly Twitter, a man, after putting the man's image with his two daughters, a 2 year old and a 5 year old, and the woman, the wife, saying, oh, he molested his two children. And we are all there saying, oh my God, that's so terrible. That's a terrible thing to do. Why would a man do this to his daughters? Only to find out that, only to find out after much investigation, the girls who had to go through, thorough examination, and to find out that it was all lies, it was fake, it was not true. It was a calculated effort to put that man behind bars. I mean, to send him to jail. And I'm just like, why? Women in this field, you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful. So another woman does not take your zeal, your passion, your dream, doesn't take it and make fun of it, yeah, or use you as a tool to achieve a wicked plan. We have to be very careful because I have seen it. I have worked with a few human rights organizations and bodies, even radio stations, and I have just seen where women just come, they just put up something. And the sad part is that many times the man is not aware that this has been cooking for a very long period of time until when they bring it out. In fact, there's one particular one, the woman was so fast, she had taken it to the police, and it was a case of domestic violence. She had taken it to the police, and she was taking it to court too. And this we in our human rights organization, we got to know about it in the evening, and we knew that this if this lady should take this man, should take him to leave him with the police in the police cell, and then by next morning he's arraigned, taken to court, he's going to end in prison. Like, there's just like the plan was to remand him in prison. That was the whole idea. And when we got there, I remember we left there as late as 12 a.m. in the morning. Like, we left in the night. And how did we find out that it was all planned? We talked to her. We had to put up that thing of, oh, women to women, we know how bad this man can be, this man can be so terrible, this and that and that. And she began to melt. She began to say yes, that she just, that she's going to deal with him after this, and we had to sit on that place. And after some time, she had to say yes, that, oh, she's going to she intends to use this as an opportunity to send him to jail. When we caught that, we had to now begin to negotiate. I mean, we had to begin to mediate. Yeah, after long period of mediation, we bailed the young man out of cell. Privilege of human rights, we didn't make any payment for the bail. We knew that, okay, bail is free, so you can't charge us. And we negotiated out of that place, and we were able to also negotiate out of court. Yes, using reconciliation and all of that. And I'm like, why? And we had to ask that man to both leave his job. It was a very good job. Leave his job, leave the place, even leave the child with her. Maybe later we can begin to talk about this child, custody of the child. But for now, leave every single thing and run for your life, because this woman is out for something. Oh yeah, we also found out that she was hatching this plan with the man's friend. Please, as a human rights advocate, especially if you're a woman, we did not know that these things would creep into Africa so far.